Hi, Taylor here again. This is where I left you last time. You just added two accounts. It was a OpenDataKit account and a Salesforce.com account. Our task now is to create a mapping which will have survey data actually flow from OpenDataKit into Salesforce. We'll create new records in Salesforce whenever submissions come in through ODK. Very cool stuff. So click on Integrations and Mappings. The first thing you'll need to do is define a source form. Right now, the program is actually connecting to your ODK aggregate account, and it's finding a list of all of the forms that you use. So here we'll see Survey 1022 is a nice one. This will be the demo for YouTube, and I'll click Create Mapping. It'll now go and fetch all of the questions on that survey, and it will also connect to Salesforce.com. So it uses your login information to go find all of the custom fields and custom objects that you have in your Salesforce instance. Those will be the destinations. So on the left here, we have a very simple survey. You'll see it's got name, ID, height, weight, photo, and there's a ODK submission ID. We'll need to link that to one of our objects in Salesforce, and I'm going to go with the beneficiary object. So it'll fetch all the fields from beneficiary, there we go, and serve them up to us. All right, first things first, name. Let's search for name, drag it, and drop it in there. So we've just mapped name in our source to beneficiary name in our destination. Let's find an ID field. There's a GHI ID number, that looks appropriate. There should be a height and a weight. Cool. Oh, let's see if there's a photo URL field. This is cool. So what we can do is we can, to save on storage costs, we can take a photo that's stored on your aggregate server and automatically make a link to that photo from within Salesforce. So when you see a submission come in, you'll be able to view the picture inline with a little bit of Visual Force code, or you'll be able to have a download link to download the image of that particular respondent. Finally, we'll add the instance ID from ODK. This is for effectively data validation. We want to be able to go back and trace this beneficiary that's created in Salesforce to the exact submission in our ODK aggregate instance. So we'll use a ODK key field. That's all. Up next, we can just run the thing. So you could either click 3 jobs here. Oh, sorry, switch it on. We've got to enable the mapping. And then you'll be able to import manually, or just click this auto fetch button. And auto fetch will actually have the engine go and check ODK for new submissions periodically. Right now this is set to a 10-minute pull. That's all. That's the basic thing. In further videos, we'll show you how to actually link a single survey to multiple objects. Imagine that a beneficiary had a test score. What we'll do is we'll show you how to make that test score actually linked to the newly created beneficiary. It's very cool stuff. We can even link to other objects within Salesforce using lookup values. So imagine we have a name that actually goes to a different student, say an existing student in the system. We'd be able to match on an ID field on another record in Salesforce. It's really cool stuff. If you have any questions, please reach out, admin@openfn.org, and happy mapping.